Hey guys, so it's been like ridiculously requested for me to do a video on my tattoos and piercings. So I figured I would do that. So for those of you who have been looking forward to this, like yes, I'm finally getting it done. For those of you who are not interested, peace out. This probably isn't the video for you. But anyway, I figure I'll get into it because I've got a lot to talk about and a little bit of time to do it. So I figure I'll tell like the stories behind things because I like to talk and the process and I guess the healing process and things like that. So starting with piercings because I don't have that many of those. I just have my ears pierced, one hole in each ear, very basic. I've had that for as long as I can remember. My parents did it when I was a baby. I don't know what it is about parents and having little girls, but they just always think that they need to pierce their ears. So that's very basic. Not really going to talk about that because I'm pretty sure most of you have that already. Yeah, I think it's more rare these days to like not have your ears pierced than to have them pierced, but I don't really know. That's my own assessment of the situation. But anyway, I have my Monroe pierced, which is my most recent anything. I've got that done probably about a month ago now. And I had originally gone to get my nose pierced. It was just kind of like a spontaneous thing. I was like, hey, let's just go get my nose pierced tonight, and the piercer wasn't there. So we went back 2 days later, and I was still going to get my nose pierced, and then when I got there, I changed my mind and was like, no, I'm going to go for it. I'm just going to get my Monroe done because I've always wanted to do that. And in case, I don't know any of you guys if you know this or not, but I have like a sick obsession with Marilyn Monroe. So it's part of the reason I did it because I love her. I used to have my lip pierced down here about a year ago, and I took it out. And I kind of missed it and kind of wanted it back, but at the same time I didn't want to go and just get the same piercing again, so the Monroe was a little bit different, so I did that. Healing process, for me, I feel like it takes me a while for like my piercings to heal. I don't know, I just felt like both my lip and my Monroe took a while. You have to keep your mouth clean since it's your mouth. You have to wash with mouthwash. Probably not as much as you do when you get like your tongue pierced or something like that, because I know you're supposed to wash every like however many hours or something like that. But I just in the morning I rinse with mouthwash, and at night I rinsed with mouthwash just to keep things clean. And no smoking. Can't do anything like that because the smoke will infect it. Just like basic things like that. I didn't ever put any like spray on it. I know some people try to sell you like that H2O spray or whatever. Like I don't know, that like ocean saltwater spray. I don't even know what it's called. I know they sell it at Hot Topic and stuff like that, but my piercer didn't tell me that I needed that or anything like that, so I didn't use it. After 2 weeks you can change it because the post that they put in when you get it done is really long and it sticks out of your face and it's not very cute. So after that you can put in just like a very basic one. And as far as buying jewelry for it, it's your Monroe, yes, but you can put Librette jewelry in it. This is your Librette. When my lip was pierced, I put Librette jewelry in it. Like, it doesn't matter. I know, I just say that. It seems like very basic information, but I only say that because I know that for me, when I first got my lip pierced, I was super confused about what I was supposed to put in it and not, like, because I was looking for things that said, like, lip piercing, and, like, all I kept seeing was Librette, and I was like, but it's not my Librette, it's just my lip. So it's the same thing. It doesn't matter. So yeah, that's piercings. Onto tattoos. I have 3 tattoos. Yeah. So this is my first one, and I'll show it to you like this. It's an eighth note, a music note with wings. I got that when I was 18 years old, which is how old you have to be here, anyway, in New Jersey. I don't know about the rest of, like, the country or anything like that, but in New Jersey you have to be 18 to get, any kind of tattoo or piercing without parental consent. So I was 18, and I waited a while though before I got it done. I wanted to make sure that I still wanted it, and my parents are very against tattoos, and they did not want me to get it done. And my mom was like, I'm not going to let you do that, I'm not going to let you do that. And I was like, I have an ID that says I'm 18, all I have to do is show it to them and hand them the money, and they're going to do whatever I tell them to do. So I was like, I don't need your consent. But I wanted her to be like okay with it. I didn't want her to be mad at me. So this tattoo on my wrist actually is probably like means the most to me out of like all of them, because it has like this whole story behind it. I mean, they all do, but like this is like, you know, very touching. So I guess it's kind of personal, but I'll just run through it briefly. When I was like 13 or 14 years old, I suffered from depression really bad, which I think is really sad because I don't think kids should have to suffer through depression. Like when you're a kid, you should just like live a very carefree, kid lifestyle, and things weren't always super easy for me, and I think I didn't really know how to handle emotions very well, and I think I took it out on myself and other people in just very negative ways I learned until I learned about writing, and I just started writing and writing lyrics and songs and turning everything that I felt into words and turning negatives into positives. And I wrote I think some of my favorite stuff, I know a lot of people look back on older stuff and was like, wow, I was so immature, so juvenile, that writing. But I look back on a lot of my past writing, and part of it makes me sad because I can't believe that I felt like that, but at the same time I'm like, that's impressive that a 13-year-old could write like that. So I like a lot of my earlier stuff, my dark stuff, but that's music kind of changed me and my life, and I always say music saved me, which is what the wings are for, and it brought me out of a really dark place, and I feel like if it could do that, it could take me anywhere in the world that I want to go. So hence the music note and the wings. Music is my savior type deal. The next tattoo is the one on my foot, and I've showed this before. I got this past summer. I was 19 years old, and I'll show it to you. I gotta stand up though. So it says "Forever Young" with a purple star. So the story behind that is that this past year, the year I was 19, I'm now 20, but we like to call it the year that I went wild. My friends and I refer to it as that because I've always been very sheltered and very kind of just very goody-goody, followed all the rules, whatever, never wanted to upset anybody or anything like that. And this past year kind of stepped out of that and explored and jumped out of my comfort zone, to be quite honest with you. I started doing a lot of things that I always said I would never do, and my new thing is never say never, because you never know when you're going to do that. But I just I wasn't big on going out and partying. I was very boring. I was such a boring person. I don't know how anybody dealt with me. Now I never want to stay home. I'm bugging right now that I have to be home. My friend doesn't get out of work until 11:30, and I'm I want to go out now. And anyway, so I've changed a lot, and I've done a lot of things that I'm happy about, but whatever. So we call it the year I went wild, and I was sitting on the steps one night with my friends, and we were talking about the past year, and everybody's like, wow, Lori, wow, you really did change, most changed, most improved award, crazy things like that. And we were just talking and having heart to heart, and I was telling them how much I love them and how much they've changed me, and for the better, and just stuff like that. And we're sitting under the sky, and there's mad stars out, and we're just looking at all these stars, and I was like, guys, I want to stay like this, the way we are right now. I want to stay like this forever. I don't care if I'm 52. I still want to be this person, and I still want to be chilling with you guys. And I just want it to be the same. And a week later, I went and got "Forever Young" tattooed on my foot. I know it's the song, and it's an original song, and then Jay-Z took it and redid it. But I really just like that saying, and that's really just how I want to live. I don't ever want to be a stuffy old person. I just always want to be even when I'm old, I want to be youthful and just carefree and just live life. So that's what that tattoo's about. And the stars, the night sky that we had that whole conversation under, but yeah. Then my last tattoo is my most recent one, which I got for my 20th birthday, and it says "Blood is thicker than water." I get a lot of questions about this. It's in Old English, is the font, and my dad got the same tattoo with me for my 20th birthday, which is a big deal because, like I said, he doesn't like tattoos. Neither of my parents do. But it kind of felt like he was finally accepting me and something that I like and something that's a part of my life. So we got this done, and it's a big deal. We haven't always had the best relationship. I've often accused him of putting other things before his family. So the fact that he is putting me first, and blood is thicker than water, it's almost like he's finally realizing what's really important. So that's what that saying is about. To me, family is everything. And my really close friends, I consider them family. So those people are my everything, and I would die for them in a heartbeat if I needed to. So it's a big saying. It's very important to me, and the fact that my dad has the same thing kind of gives us something that nobody else has. It's like a special thing that for, you know, just for the two of us. So I like that. So as far as like tattooing, everybody always asks if it hurts. I mean, it doesn't hurt me. I'm used to it. I kind of like it. But I could see how it would hurt some people. The foot kind of hurt, I will say that, because there's a lot of bones in your foot. Anywhere there's a lot of bones, it's going to hurt. But it doesn't hurt. And the healing process is like, at first it's really fresh and it's kind of like a little bit sore maybe and raised above the skin because it's swollen. Then it scabs and then it peels. So it's kind of gross, but you kind of just get used to it. It takes a couple weeks, but it all heals nicely. You put A&D on it at first, and then you put unscented lotion on it when it starts to scab. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!